So lads, it's Friday the 6th of March and that means it's match day. Pretty big game coming up tonight, back at home for the first time after two consecutive away games. Big 3 points needed here tonight to bounce back after quite a disappointing game against Cork City. And it's Athlone Town. Realistically we should be beating these, but they are in pretty good form recently, so I would not be surprised if we struggle a little bit. But either way, big 3 points needed, big night coming up. Let's just see how it goes.
Bray!
Who's not walking out the door? Those darling got the side now we won't be getting by anymore. Where we from?
Go on.
Give me some boy! I bring one more center back!
O'Connor, the direction of Tullip, but it's found. Patrick Ferry is in on goal, and Patrick Ferry gives Athlone Town the lead. And it's goal you can't say they don't deserve.
No, the pressure has all been on Bray since the start of the second half, and there was no surprise there in the Bray defence. Panic.
Ring was in there, he went to ground, but I think goalkeeper Stuart Trainer got the ball. Still on for Bray. Here's O'Neill, cuts back inside, keeps his footing, left footed. Sammy! He's equalised! Tyreek Sammy gets his first league goal for the Seagulls! And we're all level here at the Carlisle grounds. Excellent finish from the substitute. We're back on level there, Vincent. What a finish.
Great finish. Well, that pressure paid off for Bray. I said they were putting on that down the pressure. That needed to pay off. Paid off.
Corner. All about striking it. It ends up with the defeat of Alan Kazenga! And Kazenga puts the Seagulls in front. What a difference 5 minutes makes. 1 goal down, 2-1 up. Alan Kazenga, the right foot with his left foot. Bottom left hand corner. The Seagulls lead 2-1. Who blows the full-time whistle. And you can hear around the Carlisle grounds as home support are thrilled. Bray got their first home win of the season. All thanks to Alan Kazenga and Tyreek Sammy with a rescue act.
So lads, good news to report back as the match finishes Bray Wanderers 2, Athlone Town 1. Not the greatest of games, definitely a lot to improve on, but we take the 3 points, especially considering everybody else around the first division drew with Athlone, or not Athlone, with UCD and Longford to be playing tomorrow, but everyone else drew, so very vital 3 points there in the end. Very hectic kind of last 15 minutes, but we definitely take the points. Great results, not a great game, but we'll look past it, because as long as we're winning I don't really care how well we're playing. Of course you obviously want to be playing well and playing good football. Tyreek Sammy needs to step up, score some goals. Daniel Ring needs to step up, score some goals. Leon Kyo needs to be used more often. I'm not exactly surprised that he didn't start, but I do think he deserves a start after the good pre-season campaign that he had. You know, I think he did really well during the pre-season, so I do think that he should get at least a little bit of a taster in the first division, see how he does, because our strikers aren't scoring goals, and it's as simple as that. And we need our strikers to score goals if we want to actually be in contention for winning the league this season. Because if we're not scoring goals, we can't win games. And look, people are saying Cork City will win the league. Yeah, that's true. There's a very, very high chance that they will win the league. But if we want to be contenders and fight against them, we have to be scoring goals. And we're just not doing that enough at the moment. We're leaving it very last minute. or sometimes we're not even scoring goals. We're losing 1-0 against Cork City in games that we realistically should be losing 5 or 6-0. We could have been in a way worse situation than we were against Cork in that first half, and we're lucky to get away with it. So we need to be scoring goals. We need to be stepping up. The strikers need to lock in. I don't like using that phrase. It's a little bit corny, but the strikers do need to lock in, honestly. They need to be up in their game. They need to be stepping it up. At the time of this video coming out, I should have had a kind of match reaction video come out yesterday. So go ahead and watch that if you haven't seen it already. I kind of give more thoughts on it, and specifically on that game rather than the strikers as a whole. But I'm just saying the same things realistically. Our strikers need to be scoring more. They need to be, like, they're getting in good positions, they're getting chances. Daniel Ring had quite a few chances, but you just couldn't convert. And it's unfortunate, but it's the truth. Our strikers need to be scoring goals, and I think we should be giving Leon Keogh a chance. You know, he is only young, but he scored in pre-season quite a bit. So I do think that with a promising pre-season that he had, that we should give him at least a few minutes, let alone maybe even a start, you know what I mean? But anyway, we'll see how that goes. And on we go next Friday, back at home against UCD. Up the Bray.